Good morning, this is Kelley Hobart from Alpaca Direct, and we're here at Technique Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about these fabulous, I call them diabetic socks, because when I saw this pattern, I'm like, oh my goodness, it would be great for people who are diabetics. Although I made some for myself, of course, even though I'm not diabetic, I just love the squishiness of the fabric, so I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, this is the pattern. We just finished it this morning. And what it uses, if you look at it really close here, Jim, can you show them our socks?
Yeah.
You see how thick they are? Oh my goodness, they're over an inch thick. And they're using this fisherman's rib. This is called fisherman's ribbon. Do you see how stretchy it is? And on my top, I put 2x2 ribbing just to keep it up, because for me, socks will fall down. But you don't have to. You can knit the whole thing in this fisherman's rib and just bind off in that and have it be something really stretchy. So if you have family members that don't like tight socks at all and want something that they can wear to bed or wear around the house and be completely comfortable, this pattern is so awesome. So
everyone's coming online.
Yes,
so
good morning.
So Gloria, Marilyn, Angela,
Hi.
lots of people
That's
this morning.
awesome. So I've just turned the sock inside out, and you can see that fisherman's rib is nice on both sides, right? And then on the back here, I have a garter stitch heel in a different color, just to make it stand out a little bit. And if you look at the bottom of the sock here, this is double knitting without double knitting. And double knitting without double knitting, you can use it for headbands. I love to use it for the bottom of socks, because there are a lot of people out there that don't like to make their own socks because they don't like to step on the traditional purl bumps that you would see on the inside of a sock. So making this double knit fabric creates a nice, soft, squishy, cushiony fabric that's all knit stitches, so it's nice. And then the garter stitch I put on the front and back just so that you could have, you didn't have to try and make the double knit fabric decrease down into the front or increase if you were starting with toe up. So that was a great way for me to get that accomplished and have it work. So I'm going to turn this back to the right side here.
So some people are just coming online, so why don't you show them the whole thing?
Awesome. So this pattern is called our Diabetic Bed Socks, and it's using Ultra Alpaca Chunky. And I love Ultra Alpaca Chunky because it's 50% alpaca and 50% wool. And it's kind of like you get the sturdiness of the wool and the warmth of the alpaca, so it's great. Plus, it's economically priced. It's not super, super expensive, so it works out great. But it was really fun pattern to do, and I really enjoyed it. It kind of looks funny. See how I made my tube at the top? It has the fisherman's rib is so stretchy. It looks like a little balloon. But it feels great on your leg when you wear it. And so, anyway, I thought it was a darling little pattern, so I wanted to make sure and share that with you.
Let me just show it. So you can see
Isn't that fantastic? And for those of you that are maybe not able to knit socks because it's so close to Christmas or what have you, I wanted to show you our diabetic socks that we have on Alpaca Direct. And it comes in several different colors, and they're specifically meant for diabetics, meaning that they're nice and warm, and they have the stretchy cuffs on them.
Why don't you show it? Pick it out of the thing and they can see.
Let's put these down so we can see. So they have a nice stretchy cuff on them. Do you see how nice and stretchy it is? Super, super stretchy. And so that's totally fantastic for diabetics who might have neuropathy or what have you. Totally fantastic. So, and Jim, you wanted me to mention that for those of you who are doing socks and love to use this bamboo pop sock, which is wonderful. It has nice bamboo in it, and I love these new colorways. We do have a fresh supply that just came in. So if you wanted some of that, check it out. It's on Alpaca Direct. For this last week, we had Ultra Alpaca Chunky, and this is the berry pie mix, and it's what I made my slippers out of. And you guys chose that color for the winter. So that was for this last week, and for this week, we were going to do a little tiny bit of arroyo. We got a new stock of arroyo in, And what we do is we like you to post comments in the comment section, maybe talking about what pattern you might be working on, or any comments at all will work, and you'll be entered to win. And this is Arroyo, which is our sport weight Malabrigo yarn, a hand painted yarn. And the prize for this week, which I need you to help me vote, it's either Matisse Blue or this lovely English Rose colorway. And it is a superwash merino. And it's a really nice yarn. If you haven't worked with Malabrigo before, it is a very cost-effective, high-quality product and hand-painted. So you can see how lovely and deep the colors are. And I've used most of both of these colors numerous times on projects. So I thought I would let you enjoy, and you can help me decide which one to
Hey, Kel.
vote on. Yes.
So they were asking what's the difference between that Arroyo and Rios?
One is worsted weight, and the other is sport weight.
Oh, okay.
This is a sport weight. So that's the difference. It's same exact yarn, totally same quality, lovely. Just a different weight of it. So as we're going along, I wanted to let you know that I have this second treasury, and this is by Barbara Walker, and this is where I found the double knit fabric. And the double knit fabric can be knit either flat or in the round. And it has a 2-row repeat, if you see right there. And it's done with an odd number of stitches, right? So it's totally an awesome fabric. And here I've started a little tiny sample for you, and you can see how squishy it already is. And so I will come over here and show you. Also, I wanted to show you on the double knit fabric, that was the fisherman's rib. This one is the double knit fabric, and it's like a 1/2 inch thick. And this can also be done on flat knitting or in the round, as if you're doing a sock. So, and it has garter stitch on one side, which I love for the socks because it makes your socks less slippery than having a stockinette stitch bottom. So I really do like that. But you can see how thick the fabric is, just really thick and squishy. And so it feels like heaven on your feet. It's totally fantastic. So let me just get my little stuff over here, and we can go ahead and just take a little bit of a look at the two different fabrics. And I'm going to take a look at the double knit fabric first. And double knitting can be done either knit flat, and you just have to change the rows because you're flipping it back and forth. It may change from a knit to a purl. This one says knit 1, slip 1 with yarn and back, knit 1. And then on row number 2 is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and you repeat that across the row. And that's all you do to knit this fabric. So let me show it to you. Okay. So on here, I have just completed my knit 1, purl 1 all the way across. Now I'm going to be going knit 1, and then you gotta slip 1 with your yarn and back. And you can see that you're knitting the purl stitches. Knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, and you just do this all the way across. So you're knitting the purl stitches and slipping the knit stitches. And then on the next row, it tells you to go ahead and knit 1, purl 1 again. So you would just knit 1, purl 1 all the way across your row. And this fabric that's created is by that 2-row simple repeat. And you can see that I'm knitting the purls again. Yep. There you go. And that's all you do. I wasn't supposed to be slipping that one. I was supposed to be purling that one. Naughty, naughty. And that is how you make your double knit fabric. But see how thick it is? It's totally fantastic. So now let's take a look at our fisherman's rib. Our fisherman's rib is done. I didn't make little cards for it, but let me look at, Jim, I'm going to reach over there 1 second so I can show him something.
Okay.
I got to reach across. I just need the pattern.
The book?
No, I need my pattern.
Okay. I got it for you.
Okay. So, that one's not the pattern. That's the pattern.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, sweetheart. Thank you, honey. So on here, if we look at this, this is our fisherman's rib pattern for doing it in the round. So on round number 1, it tells you to knit in the row below and purl 1, and then knit in the row below. So let me show you. I'm doing it flat right now so that I could show it to you, and I had already done a couple stitches. So let me flip those over to the stitches I had already done. So if you look on here, there's two strands, little strands underneath that purl stitch right there. So that one, I am not going to be doing the double knitting to that one, right? So I would just be purling that one. And then on this one, you can see there's not a double wrap, so I would be inserting my right hand needle underneath into the stitch below the stitch on my left hand needle, and then just knitting it. And then all I do is remove that from the needle. And that's as simple as what you have to do for this fisherman's rib, which is super, super stretchy and perfect, absolutely perfect for diabetic socks. So I'll show you how nice and stretchy this is in 1 second here. And like I said, it can be done in the round or done flat. But you see how this fabric is equally, it's almost as very much close to the thickness as your footbed. And it's a very complementary stitch technique for both of these to be used together. It's perfect for diabetic socks. I was so excited when I saw that I could actually put those two things together, because I was going, how can I use this double knit fabric? And then I started looking at double thick fabrics, and I stumbled across that fisherman's rib and went, perfect, match made in heaven. So I was really excited to be able to put those together.
Why don't you show them like how it actually looks final again, just so the people who joined late.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's so fantastic. Very, very thick. If you take your tape measure and you look, I mean, it is, see if I hold my tape measure right here. Let's see if I can show you across an inch. Do you see how it's almost an inch thick?
Mm-hmm.
It's totally, totally thick and squishy. So if you like really thick, squishy things, or you want to make your loved ones something that would be really special for them, then that would be great. And also on the back right here at the back of the heel, because my garter stitch heel, I had to do it a little bit differently and I didn't have quite as many rows. What I did is I carried this double knit fabric an inch up into the leg just to make sure that that heel would stay in place where it's supposed to be, because remember, this fisherman's rib pattern is very stretchy, so I didn't want my heel to be falling off your foot. So I put that there, and it just sucks your heel right in and made it stay right. Do you see that, Jim?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And makes it stay right into place. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was so excited about this. Anyway, I can't wait to make more. So if you guys would like to try it, you go to, where do you go, Jim? It's posted.
It's on our website,
there, right?
so she's passed it. She put a link in.
So this is on our website, and it just came out. It's a diabetic bed socks. Totally fun knit. I had fun doing this project. And don't forget to share with your buddies as you're going along. If you get excited about something or you want to learn, why don't you share with your friends, and they can learn too. It'd be awesome. And if you guys have ideas, or you've used these different stitches to make different items, can you post that in the comment section for me so that I can learn from you too? Because I would love to use these wonderful fabrics, creating fabrics for different things. And if you have any ideas that make it great for all of us, then I can come up with other designs that we can share with the people, and we can all learn, you know? It's totally cool. Also, don't forget, if you like to learn new things, you might want to check out our knit club. And our knit club is fantastic because every month I try and figure out something, maybe a new little skill, maybe we're learning to pick up stitches, maybe I don't know, sky's the limit. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So if you like learning new things, our knit club is a great place to do that, because we do that together, and each little section of whatever pattern's being released, I go through it so that you know how to do it, and you can watch me do it, and then we can do it together. And of course, when you have those videos, you can pause them. You can increase the speed, right, Jim? Or decrease the speed, so that if you wanted to go slower, you just decrease the speed. It actually is kind of comical. It's kind of a cool thing to listen to. So, yes, if you like learning, the knit club is awesome. I'm just saying. Anyways, and also we have a VIP group, right?
Right.
And that's free to join. And where do they find out about that, Jim?
It's on our Facebook page.
Awesome. So it's on the Facebook page, and you can go ahead and share your projects with your buddies as you finish them. And we have some wonderful knitters on that group. All of our ladies are super encouraging, and we just share with each other and help each other out. So it's a great way for you to learn as well. Let's see. So for this week, again, one more time, this is a sport weight yarn from Malabrigo, hand dyed. Totally beautiful. And I think this one's called the English Rose, and this one's Matisse Blue, and it is a superwash merino. Totally beautiful.
So go ahead and vote.
Yes, and the winner will get this. And then all I ask that you do is contact customer service if you know that you've won, so that you can give us your shipping address and we can get it in the mail to you.
Hey, Kel.
Yes.
Tell them why you like them to vote. How does that help you with the colors?
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so I came up with this idea. You know, Jim wanted me to let you guys help us decide what you liked and what colors you wanted. And I use this information. So when you all vote and you tell me the colors that you love, then I use it when I'm doing ordering for product. I use it for knit club colors, right? For our knit club. And it helps me in so many different ways. So if you can vote and help me out, that would be great. That's totally appreciated, because then I get an idea of what products and what colors that you like, and I order accordingly. So anyway, it really helps me out if you can do that. That's great. Did I miss anything, Jim? How about a winner? Don't you think we should have a winner? Let's see. So this last week, I had the Ultra Alpaca Chunky, and this is the mixed berry colorway. And I did my socks out of it. I totally love this yarn. And the winner won this. And I don't even, oh, here we are. Stella Cook, you have won. Congratulations. You have yourself a little bit of yarn. We needed more yarn, right? We can add it to our stash or just knit it up right away. Stella, you contact customer service and we can get this out in the mail to you. Again, it's Stella Cook. Yay! Congratulations. Some more yarn. Totally fantastic. And then what else do we have here, Jim? These beginning socks. Yeah, a beginning sock knitter could probably do this pattern. It's a little tiny bit challenging, but not too bad. I always recommend that when you're first doing socks, if you maybe make it in stockinette stitch, but after maybe a sock or so, you could easily do this pattern. And like I said, it's on our website, and all you have to do is download it. You can get your copy. I love that fisherman's rib. The fisherman's rib, you know, you can use fisherman's rib, this stretchy fabric right here. You can use it for sweaters. You can use it for leg warmers. You could use it for socks like I did. You can use it for a ton of different things. Anything that you would like to have really stretchy and kind of the ribby look to it, this would make a really cozy, oversized sweater look beautiful, I think. So there's a lot of things that you can use that. And the double thick sole, like I said, for anyone who has a hard time wearing socks because they don't want to stand on pearl bumps, here you go, you got knit stitches. Isn't that cool? That's totally cool. So, yes, I think that double thick fabric is wonderful. It's much easier to knit than actual double knitting. It's much faster. And then now we're going to be talking about next Tuesday. And Jim, what are we going to talk about next Tuesday? I think we're going to be talking about our knit club kit, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that shipped out this week?
Yes, it's shipped out, and I am just finishing up my project so that I will have all those videos for you. And have you already started posting them yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so some will be posted today, right?
I guess
And
so.
then-
You're the boss.
Yes, some will be posted today then. If I get to have the decision, I'd like it done today.
That's the right answer, I take it. Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes. What do they say? Happy wife, happy life. Yeah. And then what else? I remember I wanted to just do a tiny little technique video. Now, I wanted to maybe give you some ideas about Christmas gifts, but I also wanted to do a little technique video that I had just recently learned with my friend Tara, who works here at Alpaca Direct. And we were trying to do the back of this sweater. And I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but have you ever tried to match up ribbing and then seam it together and make it look good? Well, I have 20 ways to Sunday, and it is a pain in my neck. I remember Jim, when I was doing that scarf, and I kept ripping it out and trying to do Kitchener in ribbing in the, I think it was 2x2 ribbing, and I finally just tore out the whole project, and we rewound the yarn because I didn't like how I did it. Anyways, so guess what? I learned how to do it, and there's a technique that you can use, and it turns out really great. So I wanted to give that to you. Jim said, you should be talking about Christmas gifts. I'm like, what are you talking about? For a knitter, learning how to take your ribbing and seam it together and have it look almost perfect. That is a Christmas gift. I can't believe it. I spent I don't know how many hours. I want to say probably more than 6 hours trying to figure this simple problem out. And so I've come up with a solution, so I wanted to share it with you. So I hope that you guys have a great week. I hope you're staying nice and warm. If you're not, don't forget to visit Alpaca Direct and buy alpaca socks, because that alpaca is different than normal wool. It's a hollow core fiber, super warm on your feet. And so if you're cold, I've got the solution for your problem. And if not, you can always make your own alpaca socks and wear them to bed or wear them around the house. They're super, super thick and cozy. And I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will be talking to you soon. I'll see you next Tuesday.
I'm still trying to make it finish.